Okay, hello. So, take two, and here we go with the Smiths, and this is from Strange Ways. Here we come. So, a rush and a push, and the land is ours. So, here we go. Somebody requested this song. I'm glad when I get a Smiths request, and I see someone else also just subscribed today, and they were saying that they really love my Smiths reactions and my Depeche Mode reactions and another band. But I mean, it's just nice to see that people like these bands because I'm just learning about them, and it's all great music, especially the Smiths. I love the Smiths. They're one of my favorite bands. Have become one of my favorite bands just from me watching them from this channel. So anyway, we're gonna get into this song and see what's going on and hear the boys again. Oh boys, I love this band.
To a mystical time zone, and I missed my bed, and I soon came home. They said there's too much caffeine in your bloodstream, and a lack of real spice in your life. I said, leave me alone, because I'm alright now. So surprised to still be on my own.
All right, so A Rush and a Push by the Smiths. I do want to go back a bit at some point and kind of see some lyrics here. So yeah, anyway, that's for a minute here. But anyway, I just want to say about the song right off the bat. It says with A Rush and a Push by the Smiths. So I'll just talk about the about right off the bat. And it says it opens the album of this album, Strange Ways, Here We Come, about with a dreamlike sequence followed by an otherworldly thumping beat. And yeah, I'd say right off the bat that dreamlike sequence that was very loud, and then it went soft, and then Morrissey immediately started to sing, and it was very quite the opening. If this was the first track on the album, I want to see. I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, it said it was. So yeah, it is. So anyway, it says a unique feature of the song is that it is the only Smith song which solely uses keyboards rather than guitar, highlighting its throwback sound and somewhat haunting element. Okay, so yeah, I can see the haunting element there. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. Just keyboards, no guitar. That's something else there. So was Johnny Marr in the song? It says guitar, Johnny Marr. So I mean, I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, it says with the personnel there. But anyway, let's go on. So it says with the intro, "Oh hello, I am the ghost of Troubled Joe, hung by his pretty white neck some 18 months ago." So this is right off the bat, we're getting a little dark. It says the song concerns the transition of a misfit from his youth to his late 20s/early 30s, where everything seems sort of mundane and his life hasn't taken off in the way he expects. We've all been there. The ghost of Troubled Joe refers to someone who is clearly in a bad spot but doesn't show it to the outside world in his actions. This alludes to a suicide. Okay, so we're going there, are we? So, after that, it says, "I traveled to a mystical time zone and I missed my bed, and I soon came home." Now I can feel that one, missing your bed. Oh my god. So it says, the writer could be referring to a visit to the psychiatric ward or doing some drugs, but determining they didn't really help, so he returned to his state of mind. And somebody says this is kind of a stretch of a annotation. It says, "I prefer to think that this is," it says, "I'm not," okay, "I like to prefer that this is about as an Alan Bennett style slice of kitchen sink prose. I'm not sure if it's more than a typical Morrissey retreat to the mundane and disappointing." I have no idea what that means, but I mean, okay. After that, we're going to the first verse. So it says, "They said there's too much caffeine in your bloodstream and a lack of real spice in your life." Now, right here, this is where the song kind of got funky, and this is where I was feeling it. I mean, you couldn't see my feet, but my feet were going, and I love this part right here. And it says the people intervening, doctors/parents, relate his depression to a commonality. Okay, and so then we go on. It says, "I said, leave me alone because I'm alright, Dad. Surprised to still be on my own." So this is still figuring things out. The narrator is surprised that his promised life hasn't occurred yet. So yeah, I mean, this song, there's some dealings of depression, pain, just wanting to be alone kind of thing, loneliness, I guess. And so yeah, we go on to the pre-chorus 1. So it says, "Oh, but don't mention love. I'd hate the strain of the pain again." Until he sorts himself out, the protagonist doesn't want to think of a relationship at all. So yeah, you kind of want to figure it out yourself, and I can get that. So with the chorus 1, "A rush and a push, and the land that we stand on is ours. It has been before, so it shall be again. And people who are uglier than you and I, they take what they need and just leave." Okay, so I like right off the bat with this chorus. I like how Morrissey says "a rush," like how he says it's like almost like he's rolling his R's, I guess. And yeah, just very aggressive start to the chorus every time, and it's just kind of funny in a way, and it's also just showing his chops, I guess, vocally. And it says, with the annotation, "We observe a paranoia of outsiders involving themselves with the narrator, a warning that they don't understand, that they ignore their impact." So it says that also somebody says the narrator is fighting with himself and others to regain his grip on things, as fear of interaction with others, as stated above, has led to the song. The interaction, the statement, "People who are uglier and weaker than you and I, they take what they need and just leave what they want from life." This reaffirmation is what the narrator sees as a contrived way of someone saying to them, "Keep your head up," or "It's not really that bad, is it?" The irony also gives a feeling that the narrator has some sort of issue with self-image. I say that because the statement's aim is to say you can do this because you are so attractive and strong. So there's a lot of annotations in the song. And one of the last ones here, I think, is this: "I hate," from the pre-chorus number 2, "I'd hate the pain of the strain all over again." So it says, notice the way Morrissey sings the letter A as if he is in a strain of pain, as mentioned in the previous line. And I don't remember that kind of part in the song. But anyway, I'm sure he did. And so then we go to the third chorus. This is where I want to kind of listen to the song a little bit more again. So it says, "A rush and a push, and the land we stand on is ours. Your youth may be gone, but you're still a young man. So phone me, phone me, phone me. So phone me, phone me." And some people are saying here that if you listen closely, Morrissey pronounces "phone me" like "F me." So it says this adds a new seductive meaning to these seemingly simple and innocent phrases as he entices the young man mentioned before to do a little more than phone him. So I want to kind of go back here. I don't know where it is, but I know it's somewhere around here. And see, I want to rehear that.
And the push from the land we stand on
kind of hear it right there with the second phone me, phone me, phone me. And so yeah, that's kind of funny too as well. There's always something like that in a Smith song. Just like it could be like a sad song, but there's always a little bit of a quip there, I guess. And yeah, I always like that kind of songs from the band. And yeah, so again, I like this song. I like the little funky beats and stuff. And just another great Smith song. I mean, I don't think I've heard a bad Smith song. I don't know if they ever made a bad Smith song. If somebody thinks they have, they can comment it down below, and I'll listen to it and see what I think. So anyway, that's just an aside, I guess. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting and all that kind of thing. Really appreciate it. Another Smith's reaction. I always love to do them. And yeah, so thanks for watching again. And thanks for subscribing. Again, I've seen people subscribe and say that they love watching me, which is kind of weird to think of, but I like it. So anyway, I'll see you guys again soon. And yeah, have a good one.